Well, today I'm going to do a little something different with my YouTube video. Instead of focusing on the current operations of my Sunny Hill branch line, I'll do a little bit of turning back time. I started model railroading in the 1950s, mostly in my parents' basement with a Lionel layout. Then I tried a little bit of HO. This is on my parents' ping pong table in the basement, which wasn't a real hit because they liked ping pong. By the 1970s, I had my own house, and it had a fairly large bedroom upstairs, which I used to create an end gauge layout. It was an oval track plan with a helix leading to an upper level, and the inspiration was John Armstrong's track planning for realistic operation, as well as the scenery inspiration with Lynn Westcott and his zip texturing. So let's take a quick look at a couple of pictures of end gauge in the 1970s. Long before that layout was ever completed, I moved to another house. This one had a much larger basement, suitable for a large model railroad. I rebuilt my end gauge layout, and it seemed pretty colossal. But after a while, it seemed like in end gauge, everything was so far away, and the HO locomotives and rolling stock I was looking at also seemed to be less expensive. So I took my end gauge layout, equipment, rolling stock, everything, back to the hobby shop, where I traded it in for HO. And the next images here are kind of the early construction stage of my HO layout. It was a point-to-loop layout along the walls with a peninsula in the middle. About 8 years after those pictures were taken, I've got a camcorder, and my daughter is down in the basement with me running my railroad.
Now where is this supposed to go? Dad.
It's supposed to stop right there.
Well,
Wait a couple minutes,
hours.
and then it moves on.
Oh, okay. Oh, cool! This little door opens. On Illinois Central, it opens. I didn't know that, Dad.
Yeah, there's a couple cool things down here.
A couple.
Okay, time to move on.
That lady didn't like that train moving. She's sitting there like, ah! She has a
Mental problem.
mental disturbance.
Hey, you're still on A, aren't you?
Yeah. I hope.
Oh, we gotta get this one on A then.
Whee! I like that little thing. I can't help it. And we are now passing over the famous Kessel Bridge. And we are now passing the lumberyard with the Sweetheart Paper Pump Station and the Pacific Fruit Express train with the Burlington train. If you don't already know, we already passed Teresa Kessel's famous recycling station. Would you like to go queue over to it? I made that recycling station myself. And we are now coming to the boarding station very slowly. Please fasten your seatbelt. I hope they were fastened during the whole ride. And thank you for riding Southern Pacific train lines. We hope you ride us again.
I worked on that layout for another 15 years, but eventually I got a little bit discouraged. It was just a little bit too big. I really didn't like the track plan as much as I thought I would, and I eventually just tore it down, sold off most of my HO equipment, although I kept some because I knew someday I would return. And I have returned. There's my farm, back on its new location in another layout. And I can say that with DCC, much improved scenery products, even though my layout is smaller than it was previously, there's still plenty of room for it, for great operations, and model railroading is still fun. Thanks for watching.